Welcome back to the broadcast. Later this week, Savor Dallas kicks off, and one of the featured chefs for the event is Chef Randall Copeland. Welcome, Randall, from Rockwall, Ava's Restaurant on Main Street, serving all kinds of good things, and I imagine this risotto is one of them.
It's absolutely on the menu right now.
It smells so
good. It smells great. We've got mushrooms that have been browned. Tell us what you're making and how you're doing it.
So the theme of Savor this year is wine. So I'm going to do a Chardonnay and mushroom risotto. So basically going to start from scratch. One of the questions I get more than anything else in the restaurant is how to make risotto. It's rice. It's not that hard.
But it is a little art, right? It's a constant pouring of hot liquid in it, whereas the rice we do is just put in the pan, boil the water, put the lid on it.
And once the thing they teach us at culinary school is the risotto method. I cook almost every starch that way.
You do?
So I thought we would go there and show the people how to make risotto.
Let's do it. Are you using arborio rice?
I am.
Susie, you know a lot about this. I'm impressed.
There you go.
I like to cook.
And everybody likes to eat.
Can you tell?
Okay, so cooking with wine, I can still eat it, right? I'm pregnant. I can eat it anyway because the alcohol comes out.
Absolutely.
But why white wine with this?
White wine's going to be a little bit drier, a little bit of acid to it. And it's also not going to discolor, the finished product.
Okay.
I actually thought about cooking red wine with the mushrooms and then deglazing that and then kind of adding them together. But I thought I'd keep it kind of simple because most people aren't going to have 2 bottles of wine over at their house.
I don't like eating purple rice or something.
Correct.
You know, there's just something. And you're browning this butter, and there's a fine line between browning and burning.
Absolutely.
So sometimes do you put like an oil in there
to
keep it from burning?
But I think the key is not to get your pan too hot. It's starting to smoke. It's starting to bubble. What we're trying to do is evaporate the milk solids in the butter.
All right.
And as soon as you start to smell that little bit of buttery nuttiness, I'm going to get these onions in there. Absolutely.
Oh,
here they go.
I'm going to put them, you can hear that microphone down here. Can you hear that microphone?
So
look how he's doing that rocking motion on those onions.
We're learning some knife skills here.
I need to learn how to do that.
Just be slow and don't get in a hurry. Actually, one of my cooks this weekend cut himself pretty good.
Oh.
And we've all been there. Just take it slow.
You've got onions and arborio, and you've got chives, and you've got mushrooms and garlic.
And garlic. So the onions are already going. I'm going to go ahead and get the arborio in here.
Okay.
And let
mushrooms
that
first, huh?
Are you going to brown the arborio?
No. I just want to coat that a little bit with the oil while you're stirring. And then I'm going to go ahead and chop up a couple cloves of garlic.
Now, you say to go slow when you're cutting, but, you know, you watch those cooking shows, and they go really, really, really fast.
Yes. Fast.
Yeah.
Well, it's because we do it for 13 hours a day, you know?
It's kind of the edge of between your fingers and your knuckle to kind of guide and push back, right?
You really want to just tuck your fingers as much as you can and get used to just putting a little pressure on it. And then just kind of, I guide it with the top of my finger.
All right, and you've got, let's put that in there.
We're going to put garlic in there.
What's the herb in there?
Actually, this is tarragon.
Okay.
I was originally going to do thyme, but I thought tarragon is really nice, especially with a Chardonnay. Absolutely.
It's a springier herb. You can't find it all the time.
So as soon as I put the garlic in there, I want to go ahead and deglaze with the wine.
Okay.
Garlic will burn really fast. So this is just a nice California Chardonnay.
That sounds nice too.
Pretty buttery. It's going to give it a nice little richness to it.
All right, so now we're kind of deglazing the pan with the wine, and we're going to reduce it and cook it down.
And as soon as that gets reduced, then I actually went with water just to show people that
broth.
If you want to be vegetarian, be vegetarian.
Okay.
You know, sometimes we call this chef stock, you know, because you can make things taste great with water.
Do we need this one?
I'm going to go ahead and do the mushrooms in this pan while that's cooking.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to get a little butter in there. Let that thing start.
I love butter. I am not using country crock. I'm using butter.
Please don't use country crock. So I got 3 kinds of mushrooms here. This is a cremini, which is actually a baby portobello. These are shiitakes. There's a lot of shiitakes actually grown in Texas now. So I went ahead and grabbed those. And I found these last night at the store.
What's that?
Those are beautiful.
These are called a yellowfoot, or a yellow oyster mushroom, actually.
And this is what you're making for Savor Dallas, right?
Actually, I might change it up. I usually go 2 or 3 dishes.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, I like to do a lot of pastas.
All right, when are you cooking? Are you on the Saturday night thing in Irving?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me about the schedule of that event.
So it's a 4-day event. Saturday night's the main event, where all the chefs in Dallas get together and they sell tickets. And you get to come in and basically just sample everybody's food. And there's going to be a lot of wines and cocktails poured. And it's just a really neat event where we get to meet people. They can come up, talk to us, get a little interactive with it.
And you're going to be Saturday night at the Irving Convention Center.
In Los Colinas.
And what's on Thursday night? Do you know?
Thursday night, I don't.
Okay. Well, it'll be at my house.
It's all at SavorDallas.com. I think everyone can
We're
go there
adding the
and check it out.
mushrooms and cooking those up. How about those
Absolutely.
chives?
The chives are something I'm going to do at the end, but like we were talking
The
about,
end is almost here.
I'm
This
getting
is
there.
the end.
So,
This is the end.
all right. So I'm going to get
Get over here. Come
There we
over
go.
here.
Here, Skylar, come
Come on,
taste for us.
Skylar.
All right.
Come on, Pat. Come
How long
on,
do I have,
Courtney.
actually?
Oh, good. You've got some forks to taste.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this rice
Skylar
out of
is
here.
Pat's daughter. Here's Pat.
Hey there.
She's going to taste. She's going to be our taster today.
All right.
Come on, Skylar.
So I'm going
thank
to put
you.
this in there.
Here
This
we
is the
go.
rice that I actually pre-cooked a little bit.
Oh, thanks, honey.
Got some mushrooms in here.
Okay, we may finish this. You know,
Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese.
oh boy.
We're going to add a little bit of balsamic vinegar.
No, I need you to come back and tell me why balsamic vinegar is everywhere. What's wrong with
it tastes great.
It's got all that sugar in it.
It's
Right. Well,
sweet.
to get the schedule for all the events for Savor Dallas happening later this week, just log on to SavorDallas.com.